Are you here to confirm this apple's expiration date? Don't worry.
Do we have the candidate's name list? Show it to me.
Yes. Please wait a minute. It'll be prepared right away. Why is the light on?
Warning! Warning! Everybody listen up. We have taken over the Foundation. Our demands are release us, set Bertin free. You have 3 days. After that, we are...
Madam, I didn't.
What's the matter? Something wrong with the printer?
No. Oh, right. The candidate name list. Here you are.
Thank you. This is exactly what I need. Sorry for the scene. Like others here, they also have the right to make their voices heard. It is the essential step for us to come to an agreement. We will take care of this, don't worry. However, perhaps we should stop using the old projector. It may lead to accidents, don't you think?
Understood. I'll remove the transfer devices now.
Oh, bloody hell! How dare they cut off the power? This pirate has so much left to declare. Wimps, cowards, hypocrites!
Hear! I can't agree more. It is very rude to hang up before others finish their words.
This is not telephone, Miss Sotheby. But, of course, that's not the point. No matter what, we've communicated to them the most crucial requirements for negotiation. I'm sure they will respond to us properly.
I just want to take the chance to show our attitude. Taking over the radio station at the headquarters of the Foundation, it's a gas in the late hundreds of years. It would have been perfect if we could have another "you can't win" to close it out.
We could look around here to see if there's other broadcasting equipment. However, this apple does not recommend frequent provocation. Right now, it's more important to patrol the surroundings in case we are ambushed by the guards. Miss Druvis is forming Abatis alone downstairs. Perhaps she needs our help.
Fine, you have a point. This pirate has decided to put off the plan to liberate the Foundation. Besides forming Abatis, what else do we need to do?
There's much to be done, Captain. Find water sources, transfer essential equipment, reserve enough food, set up multiple defenses in the woods, and arrange a duty schedule. Make sure someone is garrisoned outside the suitcase, while others are resting inside.
Well, I have the tomato and potato seeds from Ms. Druvis. We must plant them in the suitcase to guarantee food supply.
Tomato and potato? All vegetables, no meat? Oh, they're meant for the piggies that grow my bacon. When I was wandering the seas, at least I could have a grilled sea bass every day. I wonder what Vertin eats in rehab. Will she be hungry? Almost forgot about the goodies accent. We'll definitely hang in there for a few more days with them. Sotheby, Mr. Apple, you go downstairs first. I'll meet up with you once I bring the box down there.
All right, we will meet you at the entrance. Stay safe.
Trial is mine to judge.
To think of the world I have never seen before. Each moment, now night.
Shiny arrows!
Thou shalt make an atonement for thy sins in full.
Whoa!
It's alright. I believe in you.
An eye for an eye.
Right!
Sempre caro mi fu quest'ermo colle.
Feeleth pain and knoweth regret.
Yay! A perfectly executed exercise!
There is no need to hold an emergency meeting for this. Such declaration of war without tactic or plan B is typical example of Arcanists' behavior. The area they controlled has no value at all, no matter in terms of the size or the influence.
Well, the administration department has not taken official actions yet. I heard the plan was to dispatch a team to escort them to the School of Discipline.
Problem solved then.
Next time, if Vertin brings back more unregistered Arcanists, will the same thing happen again?
I don't understand. It's not a shame to join the Foundation, is it? By signing the agreement, Arcanists will enjoy the right to use arcane skills in human society and be bestowed great honor. The Human Resource Department could have used the whole floor to hold the applications a dozen years ago. Not even the New Age movement could challenge the Foundation's authority in the international community. And these short-sighted exceptions, they aren't even worth being made a topic for the meeting.
Yet, they're not here for the St. Pablo Foundation. They're here for Vertin. They choose to follow her out of their own will because of their admiration for her. That is the essential difference between them and our former recruits.
You mean it's not important at all for them to join the Foundation?
I'm afraid so. But we can't expel them. We both know that the Foundation now requires new members to form a stronger force.
What are you trying to say, Missy? Skip to the point.
Today, the House of Intergratus has resubmitted a revised draft of Storm Reformation, Manpower and Discipline. I think it's time to decide if this draft can be adopted, and then start a debate.
You are asking for troubles, madam.
Please turn to page 21, section 3. External personnel recruited by the Timekeeper should be placed within the Timekeeper's department. The Timekeeper has the duties of education and discipline to them, and should be responsible for their follow-up behaviors. Personnel within the Timekeeper's department, subject to the Foundation Staff Code, will take orders from the Timekeeper and are not required to take direct orders from the Foundation. This section allows those unregistered Arcanists to have more autonomy and develop a stronger sense of identity as a part of the Foundation. Meanwhile, by giving orders to the Timekeeper, the Foundation still has the military right to deploy them. It can solve the current problem.
Which means we will be working with some uncontrollable mercenaries.
I'll say it's the reserve service for wartime.
It's not going to work. What happened when the Arcanists were not under control? Massacres, tyranny, endless revenge. History is nothing but a sewer to them, where they vent their excessive energy and deceive those in power with a speech of ignorance. The reality has proven that.
Exactly. What's more, there has never been a reform as such in the history of the Foundation. During the unexpected storm, reforming in a rush will only increase the rate.
Sorry for being late. Quite a heated discussion. I can see you all have a great interest in this draft proposal. Hope I didn't miss too much.
Anyone else? Is she here?
There will be some differences.
Wasn't a marvelous magic d'apprentissage? I know how to tell me what to do.
Affirmative.
Je vois ton destin.
Fine. I can't agree more. Affirmative. Oh, I can't agree more. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. Ha! Extraction of the rainbow. Be careful, young man. Be careful, young man.
I know how to do it.
I believe in you. My sword sharp. So long lives this, and this gives power to thee. Regna sereno intenso ad infinito.
Affirmative.
I believe in you.
A ravishing rainbow.
Hey, witness me! Vive la France! Vive Matilda!
We are on page 21, section 3. Ms. Z insists on adopting this draft. Ms. Z, please, walk Madame Constantine through this section.
No need for that. I've read the stenographer's report. In fact, this is the second time I'm addressing this proposal. Considering the Integratus has been very determined to its submission, I believe many delegates must have a burning interest in the case. At least it's worth some discussions. Pedra, why do you oppose it?
The rise of Manus Vindictae has caused the Arcanum world to gradually break free from the Foundation. Therefore, we need to monitor what our Arcanists think and control what they do in a stricter manner, in case they go too far. Manus Vindictae has a subversive slogan. Their influence has been getting bigger since the first storm, so has the scale of their infiltration. In the Walden incident of 1929, we were given away in advance. It probably had something to do with the infiltration.
Very well. A point worth discussion. But it is not relevant to our subject here and now. Stenographer, please take down the point Mr. Rosa just made. That will be the subject of our meeting in the 3rd week. Katz, what do you think?
The expectations of our constituencies are on our shoulders. Fear of the Arcanists has grown due to the attacks by Manus Vindictae in many regions. it's not ideal for us to implement the peace policy and promote the arcane technology. To maintain the Foundation's reputation, we have to start with the registered arcanists, strengthen the regulations, and show the public that arcanists are reasonable and trustworthy. That is why I am opposed to the draft.
Inspiring. However, what a shame. None of you have realized the key factor in this subject. What is the key element that decides whether this proposal will be approved or not? Manus Vindictae? The constituents? No, it's far simpler than those. It's Vertin. According to the proposal, Vertin will become the only tie between these unregistered arcanists and the Foundation. As the number of Vertin's field missions increases, she will inevitably get in touch with more and more unregistered arcanists. That is to say, outside the Foundation's jurisdiction, a group of people is getting stronger each day. An armed force. Her attitude towards the Foundation will be the key to all the issues.
Vertin received her education in SPDM from an early age. She has a clear tendency.
Yes, that's what I think. That's also why I have asked someone who can provide a valid argument on the issue to join us. You may come in, Sonetto.
Good day, Madam Vice President. Greetings to all committee members. May the peace be with us.
The Timekeeper is still in treatment. Before she is restored to health, I appoint you to take care of all the relevant matters on her behalf.
Copy that.
Now, I will ask you some questions. Please answer them truthfully.
Clear.
Based on your observation, do you or do you not think the Timekeeper has been loyal to the Foundation?
Of course. All the students of the School of Primary Defense of Mankind are devoted to the peace of mankind. We have pledged lifelong allegiance to the Foundation that leads the cause.
That's not what I'm asking. Let's put it differently. Why do you think Vertin would provoke other students to rebel when she was in school?
I do not know. I'm sorry.
After the incident of the storm, why would Vertin show reluctance to invite the unregistered arcanists to join the Foundation?
Because,
At one point in her negotiation with the Manus Vindictae, Vertin has agreed to join them. What do you think her true intention was? That'll be enough. I believe we all have our answers by now.
Madam Vice President, according to our investigation of the event in 1929 and Timekeeper's report, it is highly possible that Arcana of Manus Vindictae has the arcane power to influence the sanity and consciousness of others from a certain distance. She is able to exert an irresistible psychic influence on others through short conversations. Timekeeper was under huge threats at that time. I think all of her responses were out of her survival instinct. This is also one of the survival strategies that have been taught in Chapter 1, Book 3 of Introduction to Strategy, edited by the School of Primary Defense of Mankind.
I see. You may leave the room now. We appreciate the information you just added. You've always been an excellent student. We are very proud of you. Now, it's time to leave and rest.
Copy that.
What a controversial issue. What's your view on this, Miss Z?
In my point of view, Virgin does have doubts about current system. But doubts doesn't mean disloyalty. In fact, if we want to further expand the staff to contend against the Manus Vindictae, we need flexible management. Apply customized standards to arcanists with different backgrounds and different training objectives. Through this, not only can we remove the doubts of Virgin, but also ease the tension between the Foundation and other unregistered arcanists.
You have been very thoughtful. Carry it out, then.
Silence.
I will assist you to keep the battle under control.
An eye for an eye.
Forward! Left!
Feel its pain and know its regret. A tooth for a tooth.
Forward! Left!
Pay for thy sins with thy blood.
The eagle's eyes. The eagle's eyes.
An eye for an eye.
A sword shot.
Forward!
Feel its pain and know its regret.
Lenia sereno intenso ad infinito.
Using troops?
simple de divination en argent, soie blanche, perles trempées dans de la rosée du soir. De quels autres objets occultes ai-je besoin? Bien, voyons voir quelle quantité d'encens et de myrrhe il me reste. Super, c'est juste ce qu'il me fallait. Ok, tout est prêt. Coupe à encens. Où est ma coupe à encens? Encore toi, petit lutin divinatoire! Tu ne me voleras rien aujourd'hui, pas cette fois! Où t'en vas-tu avec mon pot? Reviens! Il semblerait que tu aies besoin d'une bonne leçon pour te faire comprendre pourquoi c'est mal de faire ça. Attends voir. Je vais te montrer ce qui arrive quand on se moque de Mademoiselle Mathilda Boismiche. Anyone else? Is she here?
This trial is mine to judge.
Forward!
Décision lumifiée!
The eagle's eyes. Forward!
A tooth for a tooth.
Please don't worry about...
Feel it pain and know it regret.
This is Eagle. Target found. That's the greatest Matilda! Hey! Lord, take the offensive.
Je vois ton destin.
Able to see forward. Your fate is doomed. Please don't worry about me. An eye for an eye.
Please don't worry about me.
Using troops?
Rira bien qui rira, le dernier. It's me, me. Sale petit voyou. Je suis crevée. Il est tard. Oh, Dieu merci, je n'ai pas loupé la marée haute. Préparez les accessoires. Je ne dois pas me laisser distraire à nouveau. La divination requiert toute ma concentration et mon énergie. La marée haute causée par la lune sera bientôt là. Voyons voir. Elle devrait commencer vers 20h45. Il reste 3 minutes. Je dois purifier la sphère occulte quand la marée commencera à monter si je veux que la divination soit exacte. Allons. Calme-toi. Voici le moment clé. Qui que ce soit, je ne dois pas être distraite. Bon, concentration. Yeux fermés, bien concentrés. Imaginons mon corps montant et descendant au rythme de la marée, béni par la lune. Elle se trouve de l'autre côté de la mer, attendant que je la trouve. Voilà le moment de brûler l'encens. Apparaît dans la sphère occulte, sonnez! Matilda, are you there? Mais quoi, qu'est-ce qui se passe?
I'm sorry, but I think I heard your voice. I need to ask you a favor.
Coming! Wait a minute! I'm busy! Wait there and be patient! Now, tell me your request. What brings you to the bright and intelligent Mademoiselle Boisnichel this time?
Could you please read the future for me?
Now it's a good time to ask the moon for help. Clean your hands in the silver pot and put them on mine. Okay, now sit opposite me and gaze into the orb. Are you here to confess, to interpret a dream, or to seek the prophecy of the crystal?
I am here to confess and to seek the prophecy.
Tell me about the vision in your heart.
The vision? I see myself falling. There are 2 broken decks. They were originally one piece. Every time I get closer to one deck, the other one sinks. People on it will fall with it. I can feel the coldness of the deep water and the pains when they struggle.
Are you sad about it?
I feel fear.
I see. Which deck would you like to approach intuitively? Can you recognize the people on them?
There is something bright on that deck, just like Timekeeper and Druvis. It is warm there.
You are attracted to it subconsciously. It guides the way of your heart. What about the other?
The other deck makes me feel comfortable, as if I have spent a long time there. I can trace back every step I take.
Perhaps that symbolizes your senses. Sonetto, are you having trouble making a choice? I can see the conflict between your instinct and senses. I heard you attended the committee's meeting today. Anything happened?
I said something wrong. I was not properly prepared. I was unable to help Timekeeper and Druvis. Instead, I created a deeper misunderstanding. What choice should I make to resolve their conflict? Stalemate like that really scares me.
The bright deck seems closer and larger. Have you ever thought about following your heart? Sonetto, maybe you can try following your instinct for once. Maybe something unexpected will happen.
I tried. 4 years ago. I let them go. That was the worst decision I have ever made.
Oh.
I am ready. Please tell me the right choice.
Okay. The reality has shown itself. Take the path you have already taken. Walk the way you have already walked. You shall benefit from listening to the voice in your mind, as it is not yet time to dark.
Listen to the voice in my mind. I see. I should not have hesitated. Thank you, Matilda. Your divination is very helpful. My mind is very clear now.
You're... Of course you should thank me. You should have known the resourcefulness of Mademoiselle Matilda Boanish much earlier. For your information, those seeking my help must make an appointment at least 15 days before the divination. Otherwise, they won't even get to see me.
You were very serious during the divination. Even your tone was different from usual. However, I am more familiar with the way you talk now. It reminds me of our time at school. Thank you for making time for me, Matilda. If you need my help next time, please let me know. Good night.
Mon cœur! Oh, mais qu'est-ce qui s'est passé? Pourquoi elle était là? Pourquoi elle était là?
Richard tends to oppose. Gloria tends to support. Black Agate tends to oppose. Uzo, neutral.
The situation doesn't look good.
Do you have any news, Mark?
Someone is spreading the minutes of your last meeting. I didn't get any direct evidence, but apparently every voter has read the anonymous minutes. The topic about Vertin. It has become a great disadvantage to us.
Double envelopment. A 4-4.00 approach. No wonder that the draft goes through so easily. To reject the draft during the committee meeting does not actually address the real problem. The House of Intergrades can still resubmit the draft during the next legislative session. So she is planning for the long term. To bring down the voting stage and make it a plan that is totally abandoned.
I'm afraid so. A draft that has failed to win votes can hardly win the trust of the House's reviewers again. And of course, it won't be submitted to the committee.
Did anyone make any actual move yet?
Not yet. The minutes only changed their preferences, but the number of those who have taken a stand still remains the same.
Just as I expected. This draft is not about Vertin, but a promise to the future. About how to balance the benefits between different interest groups. To reach that, we need to meet the expectations of those groups who have a need for flexible management, and also appease the conservatives and not shake their confidence in controlling the overall situation.
Actually, we do have an opportunity to change the game now.
Opportunity?
hereby challenge Delegate Mark Hall to a public debate on the revised draft of Storm Reformation, Manpower, and Discipline. This draft of his will bring unpredictable risks to the Foundation, yet Mark himself seems completely unaware of it. I believe it is necessary to make such risks public in a legal way.
See, I knew they were going to escalate Burton's issue.
You want to accept this challenge?
All the internal media are reporting the news. If I step back, they will definitely humiliate me and take advantage of the public opinion to undermine the draft.
Mark, that's a menacing move. It is coming for us. No matter fight or flight, they have comprehensive preparation for this. I would suggest taking the long view and not jumping to conclusions.
But defense without attack will never bring us victory, Madam Z. I've always wanted an opportunity to defend the draft in public. Concerning the questions they implied about Vertin, I've collected more than enough cases to refute them. Misleading questions twist people's opinions. It's time to tell them the truth.
You have accepted it. Was it in front of the media?
I was there when Pedra challenged me. So were the media. Well, I don't think it's going to be a complete mistake.
It is a crucial debate. Do your best.
You don't have to come along with me. I'm here to repel the pests in the woods. It's part of my daily routine.
Thank you for your kindness, Miss Druvis. It is fun to stay in Miss Burton's suitcase, but I really feel like seeing the world out there. By the way, the pests you mentioned, what are they? I've heard of a kind of giant worm called the tatzelworm. They live in caves, about 2 to 5 feet long, and their heads are like cats. Be very careful if you see one. Both its skin and breath are toxic.
I have never heard of such a terrible worm. Hopefully we will not encounter any.
So, what are we disinfesting this time?
Oak processionary moths. Perhaps a few gray squirrel cups. It's not enough to only rely on potions and arcanum to keep the woods in peace. Oak trees reside here, and everything will change with it. Animals that live in symbiosis, fungi that depend on each other. All of them will embrace diversity by the day.
Do you mean that? A group of grey fluff is flying over there.
swarm of oak processionary moths. They are preying on something.
Miss Druvis, let's help out right away!
Just as what's been practiced countless times.
Be prepared.
This trial is mine to judge. An eye for an eye.
I believe in you.
Pay for thy sins with thy blood.
Legna sereno intenso ad infinito. My sword sharp.
I know how to do it!
Legna sereno intenso ad infinito.
Je vois, je vois ton destin.
I believe in you. Legna sereno intenso ad infinito.
Je vois ton destin. Je vois ton destin.
My sword sharp.
I know how to do it! Your fate is doomed!
A tooth for a tooth.
You found the right to depict the world I have never seen before. I know the moon, and this is an alien city. Each moment, now night.
Did I meet your expectations?
This apple is deeply grateful for what you've done. I almost thought I was caught in a nightmare. This apple has never seen so many moths. Ugh, this apple is going to have PTSD from insects.
They are very sensitive to the scent of sap. With all due respect, even among all the plants, Mr. Apple is quite attractive to insects.
So it was the scent that attracted them. No wonder Mr. Apple's invisibility didn't work. Thank goodness we're here.
Mr. Apple, did you find out anything?
Yes, Miss Druvis. I brought something insignificant. As we planned earlier, I disguised myself and reached the office building next to us. There is a device to detect arcane power at the entrance. However, this apple pried out what we needed from the guards.
What is it? Did Ms. Burton win on that voting list?
Sadly, not yet. It's not time for a formal vote. Everyone is cautious and remains neutral. Apart from that, there are some rumors in the Foundation. They are not very favorable to Vertin.
Rumors. It sounds as though the situation that Madame Z handles is more complicated and volatile than I thought. However, the votes have not been lopsided under such bad circumstances. Perhaps that means the Arcanists who share our aspirations are not in the minority.
That said, I'm afraid we are starting a protracted war, Miss Druvis.
Yes, I know. I've taken inventory of the supplies. We can still hang in there for 4 weeks and a half. Although they have cut off the water and electricity supplies in the building, we can still live on the resources in the suitcase for a while. There are fewer guards destroying the woods, probably because the Abatis works.
What worries this apple is that if the procedure to finalize the draft takes more than 4 weeks and a half, we would
then survive by gradually shrinking our territory until Madame Z's draft is officially approved. We have chosen the thorny trail, and so we are destined to burn our boats and never look back. Vertin. She is worth fighting for.
For this point, Captain and this apple have absolutely no disagreement. Then this apple will keep scouting around for updates so that we could respond in time.
What are you looking at, Miss Sotheby?
Over there. It feels like someone is staring at us.
Let's go back. To the deep woods.
Isn't that scarf a bit too high profile?
I think it fits me just well. Huh, you chose a grey shirt. Wise decision.
Looks like you're fully prepared.
Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce the first debater of the day, Pedro Paul Gonzalez Reyes. Graduated from the Law School at the University of Sao Paulo, he is a member of the committee and, more importantly, the challenger of the debate. The other debater of the day is the delegate of the House of Integrados, Mark Hall. Over the past 10 years, he has served the Foundation by drafting countless acts and conventions. The topic of the debate today, storm reformation. Manpower and discipline is exactly a work of his.
All right, both sides are seated. Before we start the debate officially, I suggest we give Mark, the draft writer, an opportunity to introduce the draft. Would you please, Mark?
With pleasure. Storm Reformation and its advocates believe in such a goal. In this ever-changing environment smitten by the storm, this draft will help the Foundation win the trust of a considerable number of arcanists who have different backgrounds and abilities in a more efficient and stable way.
That is exactly where I must raise an objection. The draft has a huge risk which Mark Hall has not realized at all.
No, sir. I totally understand what you're trying to say. You have put forward several questionable arguments to prove Verton's suspicion of disloyalty. In response to that, please allow me to invoke the following cases to prove Verton's competence for leading the unregistered Arcanists. Please turn to page 373 of Verton's personnel file. As you can see, since Verton became the Timekeeper, the number of unregistered Arcanists she has rescued so far is 63. That is a number unmatched by that of anyone present. If that's not enough to prove her loyalty, let's continue.
I have to say, Mark, you have completely misunderstood my point of view. I don't care what Verton has done, but the feasibility of the draft. According to the existing regulations, the duties of educating and disciplining unregistered Arcanists are taken by the School of Discipline. While you suggested in the draft that Timekeeper's personal teaching would replace the current collective training. Have you ever thought about the budget that we could possibly spend on it? The Foundation spends an alarming sum of money on education every year, and there is no way we pay extra for personal training.
Oh, what budget? I don't see why we're talking about budget all of a sudden. Did you really read the draft? I didn't mention a word about budget.
Of course you didn't, which exactly proves you have never realized the risk I just mentioned.
Oh, it seems the real topic of the debate has just surfaced. I believe everyone in the hall is looking forward to where it goes. So, Mark, in terms of this point, we would like to know your real thoughts.
The Blackstone is left there alone. The last move is also a defense in panic. If I were the player, What is it?
Seneto asked me to give it to you personally.
Dear Madam Z, with this letter, I send you my best regards. I have been instructed to manage affairs on behalf of Timekeeper during her treatment. Please let me know if there are any missions to alleviate the situation. I will do my best to meet your expectations. Sincerely, Seneto.
Good news.
Be with us. My sword sharp.
I know how to not tell you what to do.
Lenia sereno intenso ad infinito.
This is your gloomy face.
I believe in you.
An eye, a tooth for a tooth.
Lenia sereno intenso ad infinito.
It's all right.
An eye for an eye. Pay for thy sins with thy blood.
Je vois ton destin.
My sword sharp.
A tooth for a tooth.
I know how to do it.
Lenia sereno intenso ad infinito.
Vive la France! Vive Mathilde!
Oh, you're also here?
Yes. I am taking combat drills with the Artificial Somnambulism training system.
Six hours? I'm not the only one goofing around.
No, I'm not. I am not goofing around. I am waiting for orders.
Well, much luckier than me. I have so many things to build. Beat Baklushe. Have you heard it? Literally me. I should have turned down the offer when they promoted me to the Foundation headquarters. They don't have any field missions for a flying witch.
Is it because of the provisions of talent protection?
Only God knows. House arrest may be a better name. Look, since we're both bored to death, do you want to have a try at some difficult things?
What is it?
This. Have you tried the artificial somnambulism joint training? Put on the helmet together and switch to multiplayer mode. 2 operators can take on a harder training mode. More insane enemies. Like playing in the arcade.
Okay. Shall I turn this red knob? What is an arcade?
What did you say? I can't hear you with my helmet on. Ooh, nice controller. Хорошо. I'm entering the zone now. It's been a long time. Why not have some fun?
The light is flashing. What did you press?
I switched to the hardest mode. You better get it together.
Wait!
Don't fail me, top student.
This trial is mine to judge.
I believe in you. My sword Shroff, I believe in you. So long lives this, and this gives power to thee.
Feel its pain and know its regret.
Sempre caro mi fu quest'ermo collera.
My sword sharp.
A tooth for a
I
tooth.
believe in you.
My sword sharp.
Pay for thy sins with thy blood.
Regna sereno intenso ad infinito. So long lives this, and this gives power to thee.
Off thou go. A tooth for a tooth. An eye for an eye. Thou shalt make an atonement for thy sins in full. The law is above all else.
I believe in
Depict the world, my sword sharp.
I know the moon, and this is an alien city.
Each moment, now night. Regna sereno intenso ad infinito.
Resistance is futile.
I believe in you.
Sempre caro mi fu quest'ermo collera.
Off thou go. An eye for an eye.
My sword sharp.
Thou shalt make an atonement for thy sins in full. Pay for thy sins with thy blood.
Regna sereno intenso ad infinito.
I believe in you.
My sword sharp.
I believe in you.
My sword sharp.
A tooth for a tooth.
I know the moon, and this is an alien city.
Sempre caro mi fu quest'ermo collera.
Pay for thy sins with thy blood.
Depict the world I have never seen before.
An eye for an eye.
You found the right verse for me. Each moment, now night.
Feel its pain and know its regret.
Regna sereno intenso ad infinito. My sword sharp. Depict the world I have never seen before.
I know the moon, and this is an alien city.
Thou shalt make an atonement for thy sins in full.
Each moment, now night. my sword sharp. I believe in you.
An eye for an eye.
Lenia sereno intenso ad infinito.
Did I meet your expectations?
I am exhausted.
Almost joking. I haven't had so much fun for centuries. How many times did we die?
Sorry, I cannot do math now. My mind goes blank.
Who would expect the Sonetto would have a brain fade? Have you heard the result of the debate?
I heard that. The number of people opposing the draft significantly increased after the debate.
It's not going well. Soon will be the voting session. The opposition has taken the lead.
I hope Miss Druvis can hold out.
You visited them?
I submitted a request to enter that building. The system arranged guards to accompany me to ensure my safety. The moment they entered the building, they started sawing the trees, saying that they need to carve out the path. Since then, I have not been there.
4.5 weeks. After that, they can't hold on for any longer.
Really? In that case, the vote result has to come out before that.
Hi, may the peace be with us.
Hello. May the peace be with us.
Do you mind giving us some privacy?
Do whatever you like.
Here is Madame Z's message. Please visit her in the office on Friday.
Ah, okay. Copy that. Thank you for the message.
With pleasure. Wish you a good day.
Are you leaving?
Yes. Do you know how the penalties for destruction of public property of the Foundation and Brawl are determined?
Huh? Well, According to measures of the Foundation for Administrative Penalties, based on the severity of the circumstances, fines will be imposed and the offender's salaries shall be deducted accordingly in minor cases, while detention or expulsion shall be imposed in major cases. The penalty also depends on what is damaged. For example, production tools, household goods, buildings, equipment, and facilities, etc. These are the properties that involve less cost and limited influence if damaged. If the number of people involved in a brawl is equal to or less than 8, and there are no major casualties, the penalty will be minor. May I ask what happened? Why are you asking this all of a sudden?
Nothing. As I said, bored to death. So bored that I have been paying attention to the Foundation's regulations. Even the flying manuals failed to win this much of my attention. So long, Sonetto. Hopefully there's good news for us next time I see you.
Clouds help predict the weather and also affect the air humidity.
Hello, Miss Flirtings.
When the side of the earth turns away from the sun, people call it night. Just like Cezanne's The Kitchen Table, Balthus' still life with a figure. Well, I think Caravaggio's Basket of Fruit is better.